Jim, great drama this afternoon. How's your heart at the end of that one?
It's disappointing because we've conceded so late on. But look, when we go and reflect on this, people might bemoan that this is level 6 or whatever, but that was a fantastic occasion. 5,000 fans, rip-roaring game, loads of quality in it, loads of endeavour, and like I said, it is disappointing because it would have been a magnificent win. But I still think we shouldn't be reflecting on the goal at the end and dropping 2 points. I think there was lots and lots of positives in the game, and I think people will be going away thinking we're moving forward.
One of the positives, I guess, will be the introduction of Rhys Turner today. Great pace, great agility, great quality, and he's going to be a fantastic addition to the squad. You can see it already.
Yeah, I mean, Jason, I think, has looked he's looked tired in recent games. The reaction when he came off was I was disappointed with his reaction, the crowd's reaction, but when Rhys came on, he won the first header. His first touch was brilliant. He looked a real threat. He gave us something different, and we needed somebody that when it went up to them, that they could be either a goal threat or secure the ball for us, and I think Rhys did that. It was great to see him back.
I guess the reaction from the fans, you've taken off both Jason and Matty, 35 goals this season, but you're not afraid to make those kind of calls.
Well, Matty, I felt I've got a lot of respect for both players, in what they've done this season. I thought Matty looked, last week he kind of had that enthusiasm when he first come back from injury, but I thought he looked tired today, and it certainly showed a little bit when, in terms of his recovery run, and I don't know if it was me, he looked like occasionally he was limping, and we needed that. The first substitution I wanted to make was just to get a little bit more physical presence in midfield, so because Jimmy Ball was outstanding today, but when Harry came in, it secured the midfield. We started to get a grip of that department, and met them and stopped them higher up the pitch, and that was always going to give us a platform to counter-attack or to play in their half. Obviously Rhys coming on, I had to make a bigger player at the same time as Matty to compensate for Jason being a marker. And like I said, and then we felt, if depending on how the game was, that we'd have a goal with Bowen coming on as a sort of a bit more quality. As the game opened up a little bit, we felt he could always open his legs and get a chance, and so it was. And so I'm delighted for Bowen because his attitude has been brilliant this week. He understands where we're at, and I just want him to step up his game and show us the quality he's got and the intensity. And if he can do that, then what a front four we'll have between those 6 or 7 players.
Let's go back to the first goal. You and I had a conversation a couple of weeks ago here at Edgley Park about quick thinking, players taking initiative, and again it's Gary Stopforth with a quickly taken free kick that's unhinged Salford and given Jason the opportunity. Yeah, well, you've got a lot of teams at this level and higher levels who are well equipped to deal with long free kicks. They've got to put up a barrier, and I thought there was lots of I thought early on that we were a little bit like playing into their hands a bit, hit their brick wall, and once we started, it took me 20 minutes to get the message across to the likes of Steve and Jimmy, just to open your shape up and play out from the back. And what that did is it allowed us to get some more passes, and it created a little bit more opportunity to get the ball into the front players' feet and let them play off each other, take their midfield away from their back four. And once we isolated their back four, they looked very vulnerable, and they have in recent games. Great cross from Scott Duxbury, an easy finish for Jason. So delighted for them. Obviously, I'm disappointed that we didn't start. We started second half well. We should have been 2-0 up, and then a nothing balls led to a chance for them. But that's the quality that Jack Redshaw has. Yeah, Gary's Mr. Sitter. Has he said anything about it in the dressing room there? No, well, like I said, it was. I don't know what happened. It seemed it ended up as a corner, so somebody must have got a touch somewhere. But like they'll be thinking that one over tonight. But that's been all forgotten in the heat of the drama of the occasion. But look, when you step back and you think the nature of the 2 points being snatched from us, but when you got walked into the corporate today, and walked in the bungalow today, I just thought the atmosphere around. People can complain about if you want. Go and watch Premier League football, but that was a cracking game. That was like being back in the league. I mean, I've played on this stage before, and we played some big, strong sides, and but that just felt like a glee match to me today. Maybe people think I'm deluded, but 5,000 fans watching some players who could easily grace the Football League was great entertainment and great drama as well. Well, we stood here and praised you for some substitutes who scored goals last season. I think there was 6 or 7 of them last season. What a one today, though. Bohan Dixon, I think it was 13 seconds before he got his goal. It's incredible.
Well, I mean, Gary was, being an athletic presence in there, and he really kind of helped us shore up the midfield. But like I said, whether that be the chance in the first minute or other chances, he didn't look like he just had that quality when he's tired. And Adam Thomas's corners and set plays, he was just looking a bit flagged because he was being brought the other way. I thought again he had a really good game, and he's shaping up well, Adam Thomas. But put Gary on the right and let Bowen get there. But what a fantastic surge from Jimmy Bowler. We've been saying recently about he's got so much more to offer the team if he kind of grabs the game a little bit more and shows the fact that he can play out from the back, he can step forward. He's got a great presence on the pitch today, and he's probably for me the standout player. I
know you said you don't want to dwell too much on the equalising goal at the end, but did you feel your players maybe should have kept the ball in the corner at the other end of the pitch? There was a couple of opportunities to play it into the corner and just stand there on it.
No, I think, look, I've never been an advocate of that. I felt that, when Adam came off, I wanted Rhys to take the corners, and Gary Stockport's gone out and taken it. Harry's tried to exploit a little bit of a weakness, but they got themselves in a bit of a kerfuffle there. No, I think you should always play bravely and play to keep doing things right, because once you set into a mentality of conceding ground and letting them come at you and over defend, sometimes they end up being able to pin you in and get opportunities. Great credit to him. Mustafa's come over taking a corner, and Michael Nottingham's always going to be a real presence. So we knew that was going to challenge us all day. We dealt with most of it very well, so we are disappointed. But no, it's not about keeping balls in corners and wasting time. People don't come for that. If it cost us, I remember Rushton and Diamonds trying to keep a ball in the corner. We pinched it off and went up the other end. Dickinson scored 2-2. They went out of the league and we stayed in. So it can work both ways. So, but no, like I said, I've asked my players to be brave and continue to play the way. And I thought it wouldn't have been a disappointment if we'd got a third goal. I think, or they couldn't have been too disappointed, because we really got a grip of the game, and the energy we showed and the athleticism we showed. We looked like we were capable of scoring another goal, but that wasn't the case. But when I take stock of what we've been doing the last 4 or 5 weeks, I felt today was going to be a real measure of where we're at, and I think the lads passed it with a lot of top grades.
I know you like this, the 4-2-3-1. I think we've talked about this before. It's a formation you enjoy playing. Can Rhys and Jason, looking further ahead, can they play in the same team together, do you think?
Yeah, because Rhys is adaptable. I think Jason can only play one position. I think Jason, look, the goals speak for themselves, and if we get the crosses in, he'll score. But when we started off the second half, I thought his headers were wayward, we'd gone out of play, the hold-up play was poor. I think when Rhys came on, he showed a far better touch, a far better movement. He worked between people. So they're different threats. Yeah, of course we can play both of them in the same team, because we've played. If Salford had perhaps gone with a 3-4-1-2, we perhaps would have matched up with him. We could have used Darren down the middle, but Rhys has got that quality. He's a universal attacker. He can play the 10, 9 and off either side. At the moment, competition is rife. Just because what you've done in the past doesn't mean coming into this game, Jason not scored in 3, not looked a goal threat. He's got himself a goal today, but it's not about putting pressure on people or competition on people. But what we want to do is just make sure that the people, when I look behind me at the bench, you've got players who can come on and make a difference, and I think Rhys and Bowen did, and I think that's the kind of, and Harry Winter, and I thought the 14 today all contribute to what was a good performance and could have been a great result. Well,
you've gone toe-to-toe with the league leaders, and that's great credit to you. And I think now the league campaign obviously takes a little bit of a breather. You've got this game against Barnton in the Senior Cup on Tuesday. What sort of a team are you contemplating putting out for that one?
Well, I want to give the academy lads a challenge. I think that there's a couple of lads who are desperate for games, and we'll have to, even Matty Warburton want to play in the game. But I think, given the nature of the Cheadle Town game, I think our kids are making great progress. They beat Salford 7-0 recently. They've won some of the 21s games, and they're quite comfortable. And I think a large chunk of them, I want to see Adam Etches, George West, Simon all get a run in their county shirt, playing in the first team at Edgeley Park. And but there's other players like Michael Clark and Sam Walker, you know, they'll all be desperate for games along with the ones who perhaps down minutes. But I think I don't want to overpopulate the team with first teamers. I want to give the kids a chance, and perhaps one or two that just give where we haven't got a kid, maybe to put one or two in. And then Kidderminster obviously gives us an opportunity to maybe to look at a few things, you know, because you know, if we have a replay against Kidderminster, we've certainly got games building up. We're going to have, you know, Southport, Harrogate and York all in 8 days. So I do need to get a few up to speed from either training or from matches. But like I said, we just got to manage all the group because we just, like I said in my programme notes, we want a couple more players to get up to speed, whether that be Michael Clark, Ben McKenna, Sam Walker, and we just need to have a little bit more just a little bit more consistency, creativity or quality in what we do, and just we've done well in the last 4 games, we've done well today, but we want to keep improving because it's all about creating momentum so that we finish the season strongly. And if we keep doing what we're doing in the last 4 or 5 games and keep working hard and improving, I've no doubt that we'll be there or thereabouts when it comes to the end of the season. When you reflect on the game tonight, will a little part of you though be thinking, oh, what could have been? It was so close, wasn't it? And a win today, goodness me, what an atmosphere it would have been then with the 5,000 at the end. No, yeah, look, we some people come to watch winning teams. Some people come to see goals. You look at the mascots today; they've all got different players.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've all got different. Everybody comes for different things.
I think there were 4 keepers today in the mascots.
Yeah, I mean, look, everybody comes for different things, but you know, it's a cracking game of football. Yeah. I wanted our team to play better football here at Edgeley Park. I think we're starting to see that. I think the fans responded to that. But you know, it's a great advertisement for the National League. So yeah, I can sit at home and, you know, and lament the fact that we've conceded last minute, but you know, they'll be talking about the character and the grit to get that. You know, that's what champions are made of. But you know, they've got to look at themselves because last 4 games they haven't won, so they've got to work really hard to get up. But we should take lots of positives at the game. But it was a challenge for us. But we're going to have fantastic challenges: Kidderminster away, Harrogate away, York at home. Great games, and you know, I can't wait for them games to come around. I'm sure the players are, because they've enjoyed themselves today. I believe the highlights of this game today are on BT Sport as well, so that'll be, as you say, a great advert for this level of football. Yeah, well, like I said, there's plenty for them to have a look at. But like I said, I'm not bothered about people that sit at home and on computers or you know, armchair fans. Yeah. I mean, the real thing, you come here on a cold day and you want to be on the edge of the seat. You want to be up singing. You know, the mascots, everybody seemed to be really enjoying themselves, because being part of this is an emotional connection between the fans, the players and everybody involved, and I think we felt that today, and that's what's great about this football club. I've enjoyed it. Well done today. Thanks so much.